Hello and thank you for joining. This is another riveting episode of two people you don't give two shits about riding a Jeep. I am Ronan. Today's special guest for this October wintry edition is Sydney the Wandering Jew. And like we've done in prior episodes, we're going to be talking about volunteerism.
Yes.
Sydney here has done a lot of things. She's been to many countries. She's done a lot of good work for people. So I want to know why the fuck does she do this? Sydney? Why do you volunteer?
Well, thank you, Ronan. So, back in the day, I used to work corporate. Back in the day, I worked corporate America for about 12 years. Made a lot of money. But never had this, good feeling. And finally, I had this, the straw that broke the camel's back. I was working on a project for Nike, and they said, "Hey, Ellen, we need to change these 4 lines of dialogue." I was doing voiceover. Hey, Sydney, we need to change these 4 lines of dialogue. And I said, "Oh, that's weird. That 4 lines or 200 lines, it doesn't matter. It's going to cost the same thing." And now that the actress is currently in Hawaii at a wedding, it's going to cost us about $10,000 because we have to send her back, we have to record it, it's going to be a rush job, blah, blah, blah. Are these 4 lines actually worth $10,000? And they said, yes, absolutely. I kind of got disgusted by that. On top of the fact of just, constantly being, put down by the man, by these people that just don't really care about volunteerism, that don't care about travel, that don't care about, bettering their employees' lives or whatever, anything like that. They don't care about anything except for the final product. I got burned out of that. Keep in mind, I was working 120 hours a week for 12 years. So I made a lot of overtime, but just was never fulfilled. Never felt great about what I was doing. And so
then, you didn't like the American dream?
I didn't like the American dream. I even had a house, and it had a fucking white picket fence. And just lost it in the recession. Actually, I moved because, it's the games industry. I was in games. The game industry goes, the game was done, and so they laid everybody off. So then I moved to Seattle. That was the first move to Seattle. And then after that, I moved elsewhere. I just started bouncing around because as soon as the game ships, you're gone. But I had the American dream, and it wasn't fulfilling, and I don't know, I just didn't, it wasn't the end-all be-all. I wasn't curing cancer. Why was I so stressed out at work, so stressed out over a video game? Video games are supposed to be fun, and they're supposed to be fun to work on, but they're not. There was times when I couldn't eat, I couldn't keep solid food down. I had a heart attack at 25. What else? I don't know, just lots and lots and lots of stress that just doesn't matter, because it's a video game, and as soon as it's out, and then a year goes by, and then nobody cares about the game, nobody knows anything about it, so I quit in 2012, and decided this is my last contract, this is my last game. I'm going to travel, I'm going to take all the overtime money that I ever made, and because of that thing with Nike, the $10,000 thing, I said, all right, I'm going to travel for $10,000 and see how far I go. The answer is across America. Sold my car in LA, got more money for that, and then down to Belize, all through Central America, South America, and then I flew to Australia, and then I got a work holiday visa and started working.
I hate you right now, but continue.
I know, sorry. And it was great. It was hard. It wasn't the hardest thing. Fable 3 was the hardest thing I ever did. It was hard, but it taught me a lot. And then Philippines, I went to the Philippines. It was after India. And I went to the Philippines specifically so I could lay on a beach and drink rum in a bikini. Because you can't do that in India. You can't do any of those things in India. So I went to the Philippines, and then the typhoon struck, Typhoon Haiyan. And I was writing a book. I decided to procrastinate on the book and stay and help, and so that's what I did. And that was the best part of my trip, hands down, was helping others that were in the worst like the worst days or the worst months of their lives where they lost everything. And I was there to at least help them like gain strength and have hope and whatever. And this is so super cliche, but like in their hope in me, that gave hope to myself that like, yes, there is better things in the world. And it doesn't have to be a dark, terrible place. It can be an awesome place.
You did logistics down there, didn't you?
Kind of. It was logistics. It was like I was a liaison because I was a team of one, so it was just me. So the mayor,
like Rambo.
I was like Rambo. So like I showed up at this town. I was just making food packages out of rice and whatever. The mayor of the town said, "Ellen, we need you." And I'm like, "Why me?" And he's like, "Because you're white." And I was like, "That's fine." He's like, "I need you to deal with the NGOs, and I'm going to deal with my local people." And so we split task force. And so any NGOs that came in, they said, "Hey, we have chainsaws." And I'm like, "Great, there's a little village up here. They're isolated, but all the trees are down and we can't access it. Can you go up with your chainsaws?" There's another team that had water filters. I'm like, "Great, there's this other place that their well is poisoned or contaminated, so can you go and work your magic there?" And I would just like point people to different locales. We helped tarping, putting tarpaulin onto people's roofs and stuff. We made water filters out of 55-gallon drums. That was awesome and exciting. I did assessments and had to give this whole presentation to NGOs of like how many houses were majorly damaged versus minorly damaged, and I had my whole metric, which now that we do TR is hilarious. I was like, if I can push this house over with my strength, it's totally damaged.
That was the measure.
That was the measure. And it's like, if I can't push it, if it has 3 walls and I can't push it over, then it's minorly damaged. But like 100% of homes were affected somehow. It was just like putting them into those 2 boxes. And that's so I did that for a while, and they didn't have Excel, they didn't have any computers, so it all had to be done by hand. And then we couldn't read some people's handwriting, and then also there was a lot of illiterate people, so then we had to ask them. It was a lot of juggling and shuffling and trying to figure out how much money needed to be poured into this little tiny village. And stayed there for 6 weeks. Got bit by the bug. Had to come back to the States, make money. Traveled for a little bit more to Africa and whatever. And then this year, 2016, went back to the Philippines to see everything. And somebody was like, "Hey, have you checked out TR yet?" I was like, "Yeah, I was supposed to do that in 2013. Their website sucked back then. I'm a civilian." I couldn't figure it out. But then in 2016, as soon as I got back to the States, checked it out again, signed up immediately, had all my qualifications because I had already done the FEMA stuff. And I've been like full blast ever since. And why do I do it? Because, oh, I'm sorry, I used my real name again. You had to point that out. I do it because
I'll dub it with Sean Connery. I'll redub it with the voice of Sean Connery.
Excellent, thank you.
Sydney, yeah.
I do it, so normally in my life, it doesn't matter when I'm traveling, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, it doesn't matter what I'm doing. I'm always looking, the grass is always greener on the other side. Always. I've always had this problem. When I'm on ops, I don't have that. So, like, when I'm on an op, I'm only thinking about the next day because I do logistics and I have to. Like, that's part of my job. But I'm not thinking, oh, when I'm done with this op, I'm going to blah, 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 blah. Even though, like, there are plenty, like, ops suck sometimes. Like, you want to sleep in a bed. You want to sleep someplace that's warm. You want to sleep someplace that's, like, that has showers at work that are, functional, or that don't have roaches all over, or whatever. Like,
but that's part of the, I don't know, the draw, becoming comfortable with the uncomfortable is part of the process.
But I mean, I do that in India, and I hated India. Like, I couldn't wait to get out of that country. And then, like, in every country, it was like, okay, I experienced this, but I can't wait to leave. But on ops, it's like, you're experiencing this, and you're just like, okay, whatever, like, what's tomorrow gonna bring? Like, let's embrace more suck, because every op has a little bit of suck. I also feel a little bit like a badass.
You are a badass.
I mean, thank you, but I feel a little bit like...
And it seems like it's more fulfilling for you.
Yeah.
And
than just
it doesn't
travel.
sound like you're counting the hours when you go out on these ops.
It's true.
Like you did in your previous job. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh. Well, I figured out after Patriot, I actually worked the same amount of hours. Like I calculated how many hours did I put in. And on my last day of working on Fable 3, it was 124 hours or 114 hours or something like that. And on Patriot, it was exactly the same. But I would rather do a Patriot, even though that was like the most hellacious, terrible op, but it was my favorite. I would rather do a Patriot than ever do a Fable 3 again. And yeah, that's why I do it.
So we're coming to the end of our journey here.
Yes.
Do you have any imparting wisdom or an anecdote from your extensive volunteer experience that you'd like to share with the the two viewers that
the two viewers? Yeah, just do it. Just do it. Like, I hate to quote fucking Nike.
Well, what do you mean to just do it? Like, just, like I can buy somebody a cup of coffee at Caribou and...
No, get your hands dirty. Like, actually do the work. Like, and the more that you're in trenches with people, then the tighter the bonds are going to be. And then that's what drives our whole, like, society, I guess.
As well as the whole BDSM industry.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, shit on me. I just went in the wrong fucking spot.
Yeah, you did. We need to be over there. Do you want to jump the curb?
Can
I think you can. I think you can go right here, actually.
I was gonna...
You can go right here. Technical difficulties. Okay. Yeah, I think you should just get your hands dirty. I'm at Southwest. I don't know where that is. I don't think there is any. You can just drop me off anywhere. Here we go.
I will go right in front of corridor 3 here. There's a bunch of old people with a cooler. Are they...
It's not a
drugs?
Yeti. Maybe.
Yeah, just do it and then always have a Yeti.
Always have a Yeti. Very important.
Well, thank you for joining us, Sydney.
You're
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
You're welcome.
This has been another episode of Two People Who Don't Give Two Shits About riding in the Jeep.